times have changed a lot, haven't they? Gardening and farming, once synonymous of aching backs and scraped hands, has transformed into a fun activity where, without even having to roll up their sleeves, people plant tulips, water crops, raise chickens, spray fields using drones, and do so much more. Ready to feel like Johnny Depp on that Edward Scissorhands role? This is the KOMOK, an electric pruning shears that provides you all the necessary blades for that. It runs on brushless motors and lithium-ion batteries, available in 16.8 volt, 21 volt, and 25.2 volt options, each with a 2.0 ampere-hour capacity. Depending on the model, they can cut branches up to 1.65 inches thick, using SK5 high-carbon steel blades, some treated with a diamond-like coating for a smoother, tougher edge. The motor power ranges from 500 to 1,000 watts, offering steady performance across all models. With 1 or 2 batteries, these shears run anywhere from 3 to 10 hours. Charging takes about 2 to 3 hours. As quite practical features, they include a LED or digital display for battery level, a built-in safety lock, and a comfortable handle. A 2-trigger system helps avoid accidental starts. The tools also shut off automatically if left idle and let users adjust blade openings to save battery. They're designed to be easy to handle, and each unit comes with batteries, a charger, gloves, tools, and instructions. Using the shears is simple. After inserting the battery, pull the trigger twice quickly to start. After that, a beep confirms it's ready. You can narrow the blade's opening by holding the trigger down for a few seconds. After each use, it's best to clean and lubricate the blades and remove the battery. If it sits unused for several months, occasional charging helps keep the battery in good shape. You can buy it for $279. Neatly trimmed garden edges and well-shaped shrubs require a sexy gardener and the right equipments. So there you have a cordless shear system designed to handle both tasks efficiently. It operates on an 18-volt battery from the Bosch Power for All system, which is compatible with a range of other tools in the same lineup. This shared platform reduces the need for multiple chargers and batteries. The unit includes 2 interchangeable blades, one 5.5 inches long for grass trimming and another 7.9 inches for shaping small shrubs. The blades have 0.3 1-inch spacing between teeth and can be swapped in seconds without tools or lubrication, helping maintain workflow during yard work. Without the battery, the tool weighs approximately 3.1 pounds, 1.4 kilograms, and some sources list it closer to 2 pounds with the battery installed. Its compact and balanced design makes it manageable during extended use. An integrated LED indicator shows remaining battery life. When paired with a 2.5 ampere-hour batteries, it can run for up to 60 minutes, depending on material and conditions. Operating at a sound level of 81 decibels, the tool produces low vibration and is relatively comfortable to use. Its narrow profile allows for precise guidance along borders and around plants. It is intended strictly for dry outdoor conditions and should only be used on grass and shrubs. After use, the battery should be removed and the blades cleaned and lightly oiled for maintenance. An optional extension shaft is available for users who prefer to work while standing. It attaches without tools and features an additional handle, adjustable cutting angle, and wheels to move smoothly over the lawn. It costs $90. Going further with a multi-slot manual blade sharpener designed for maintaining a wide range of straight-edge tools used in the kitchen, garden, or workshop. Compact and lightweight, it measures approximately 8.5 by 3 by 1.3 inches and weighs just 6.2 ounces. making it easy to handle and store. It features a rubber-coated handle for comfort and a non-slip base that remains stable during use, even when wearing gloves. At its core, the sharpener includes 5 designated slots, each engineered for specific blade types and sharpening stages. Slot A contains a tungsten carbide V-notch designed to quickly restore dull or damaged edges with a few vertical strokes. Slot B is tailored for single bevel tools such as pruners and loppers, guiding the edge at a consistent angle. Slot C accommodates head shears and similar garden tools, sharpening at a preset 20-degree angle. Slot D incorporates a ceramic rod for fine honing of lighter tools like scissors. Slot E is intended for larger, heavier blades, such as axes or machetes, which are best secured in a vise for stability during sharpening. You can buy it for $20, and of course, careful your fingers. And an electric-powered platform designed to support hands-on agricultural tasks, such as weeding, planting, and harvesting at ground level. It operates using a 24-volt motor that delivers 240 watts of output. The machine moves at a low speed, ranging from about 2 to 30 feet per minute, matching the pace of careful, manual work. It weighs around 254 pounds on its own and can carry up to approximately 683 pounds when loaded with users and equipment. Depending on terrain, battery condition, and load, it can run for 2 to 4 hours per charge. The front wheels are chain-driven and measure approximately 18.5 inches in diameter, with a tread width of about 4.3 inches. The wheelbase is roughly 33.5 inches, and the track width is adjustable between 31.5 and 65 inches, depending on whether it's configured for 1 or 2 users. Each workbench supports up to 397 pounds and is designed to let users lie face down while working. The Ergo Plus bench, developed with input from ergonomic specialists, features firm padding, a Y-shaped shoulder support for even weight distribution, and an adjustable headrest to reduce neck strain during extended use. Its compact frame is suited for use between crop rows and raised beds, and it operates quietly without emissions, thanks to its electric power system. The platform is compatible with both greenhouse and open field environments. Its low profile offers a clear view of the soil and crop lines, making detailed work more precise and less physically demanding. And a cool protective enclosure designed to shield raised garden beds from pests, harsh weather, and other environmental challenges while maintaining healthy airflow, light, and water access. It is built around a sturdy frame constructed from VZ2.0 steel, a corrosion-resistant alloy made of zinc, aluminum, and a small percentage of magnesium. This combination offers long-term durability, especially in humid or coastal conditions. All hardware components, including screws, brackets, and connectors, are made of stainless steel. The frame pieces connect using plastic sleeve brackets. The cover material is a heavy-duty mesh that's about 5/64 inch thick, roughly 0.08 inches, and weighs approximately 4.6 ounces per square yard, over 3 times stronger than standard garden netting. The mesh openings are small enough to block birds, insects, and other intruders while still allowing around 65% of sunlight to pass through, along with air circulation and rainfall. It's also strong enough to withstand impacts from hail up to the size of golf balls. Access is easy through smooth operating zippers, and the cover secures in place using a combination of ties and Velcro for a snug, stable fit. The system comes in a variety of sizes to fit Vego Garden's modular raised beds, from small round beds to larger 4-foot by 8-foot configurations. Each cover is made to fit precisely, whether your garden bed follows a 4-in-1 or 9-in-1 layout. Some models also include a trellis panel for vertical growing. One panel measures 45.8 inches by 22 inches by 36.7 inches, bringing the total system height to just over 68 or 72 inches, depending on the base setup. When installing, the frame connects to pre-drilled holes in the garden bed, and the mesh cover slides over the top. An optional Mr. Irrigation system can be clipped on to provide overhead watering. Once installed, the system creates a secure growing space where plants are protected and can thrive with minimal interference. They sell it for $200. I heard someone said, "If I planted a tree every time my wife got on my nerves, I'd be living in a jungle," and it really hit deep. Well, with this tool, I'd be competing the Netherlands in planting tulips. I could even start a business and supply the whole country with onions, or I could even, anyways. This is a bulb planter ranked by BBC with 4.8 out of 5, costing only $15 with 25 years of warranty, meaning you can continue planting onions throughout the process of divorce and further. Just kidding. Somehow, it is made with strong steel and finished with a smooth Duraplast coating that helps keep dirt from sticking and holds up well over time. Along the side, a depth scale, marked every 2 inches up to 6 inches, shows exactly how deep to go, so each bulb gets placed right where it should. The handle feels solid and comfortable in the hand, and a built-in trigger opens the cylinder to drop the soil back in the hole. There's even a serrated edge at the bottom to help push through tougher patches of earth. It's compact enough to use easily in beds, borders, and tight spots around the garden. The whole process is simple. Push the planter into the ground to the depth you need, twist and lift to pull out a plug of soil, drop your bulb in the hole, then squeeze the handle to release the soil right back on top. No need to dig with a trowel or get your hands in the dirt for every bulb. If the ground is really dry or packed tight, you might need to loosen it a bit first, but in most cases, it goes in with no trouble. And here we look at a modular habitat system built to support pollinators in outdoor spaces, backyards, balconies, patios, anywhere a bit of nature can take root. It starts with its smart planter, which waters itself and includes a built-in bee habitat. There's also a gentle stream that provides fresh water for bees, butterflies, and other visitors. At the center of the setup, it has a magnetic trellis called the frame. This connects all the other components: nectar feeders for butterflies and hummingbirds, a butterfly shelter, a bee observatory, and up to 2 of its Petal cameras. Thanks to this magnetic design, every part clicks into place, making it easy to rearrange or expand the layout. One of its standout features is the bee observatory, which gives solitary bees a safe nesting space. With one of its Petal cameras attached, the setup lets people observe bees up close without disturbing them. The camera mounts onto its observation pole, which lifts it to the right height and helps it blend into the scene. Its Petal camera is solar-powered and compact, using built-in AI to recognize species and behaviors. It works quietly in the background, recording everything and sending the data to its companion app. That Wonder app, still in development, is expected to include narrated clips, observation logs, and an impact score that tracks how much activity the habitat is generating. There are also plans to link it with the Bird Buddy system in the future. Everything in the system runs on solar power and is designed for low maintenance. The materials and form factor feel suited to small outdoor spaces, with an emphasis on encouraging biodiversity without requiring constant upkeep. The price starts at $129 for its Petal camera and goes up to $499 for the full Hero set, which includes the planter, frame, all feeders and shelters, both cameras, and the observatory. There is also a mid-tier option that includes a planter, one camera, and the observation pole. This one for $299. This mower takes a different approach from the usual robot lawn care devices, and it all starts with the reel. Instead of a spinning blade, it uses a 13-inch multi-bar reel that cuts grass more like scissors than a blender. The difference is noticeable: cleaner cuts and less tearing, which generally leads to a healthier looking lawn. You can adjust the cutting height anywhere from 0.8 to 4 inches, and it'll go as low as about 0.75 inches if you're aiming for that tight, manicured finish. A nice touch. The blades self-sharpen during use, so there's less maintenance involved over time. Battery life is solid. On a full charge, it runs for roughly 2 hours before returning to its wireless charging dock, which takes around 4 hours to fully recharge. Thanks to its tracked wheels, it handles slopes up to 45 degrees surprisingly well, better than many wheeled alternatives. The metal reel adds weight, but that heft contributes to stability, and it's rated for lawns up to a 1/4 acre. No perimeter wires or external GPS setups are required. Navigation is handled by a mix of LiDAR, onboard cameras, and a motion sensor. It uses visual inertial odometry to map your yard in 3D, which sounds complex but works smoothly in practice. Setup takes about 15 minutes, and once it's going, it handles edging, avoids obstacles, and moves with impressive precision. Connectivity is handled via dual-band Wi-Fi and LoRa, and there's a smartphone app for scheduling, manual control, and real-time tracking. It also integrates with Apple, Google, and Amazon smart home ecosystems. Some models come with a weather shelter, and there's built-in theft detection. It costs $1,200. Another tool for everyday lawn and garden care. The 9-pattern sprinkler is a simple, effective option for watering smaller or irregularly shaped yards. It's made from a combination of zinc metal, plastic, and aluminum. At around 1.3 pounds, it has enough weight to stay in place during use, but it's still easy to move around. The exterior has a powder-coated finish that holds up reasonably well to sun exposure. It connects using a 1/2-inch quick-fit Hoselink-style connector and arrives fully assembled. There are 9 spray patterns you can select by turning a dial on top. Options include full circle, half circle, narrow bands, and various arcs. These settings are genuinely useful, especially for areas where grass or plants run along the side of a driveway, around corners, or in long, narrow strips. It's not designed to cover large spaces, but it does give better control than most fixed pattern sprinklers. Water reach depends heavily on local pressure, but under decent conditions, the spray can reach out about 20 feet. The sprinkler stays stable while running, thanks to its weighted base. Changing spray modes is quick, and each setting is easy to tell apart once you've used it a few times. There's no internal filter, so if the water supply carries grit or debris, it might affect how it performs over time. And while the sprinkler works with Hoselink connections by default, using it with standard hoses may require a separate adapter depending on your setup. It also works best on flat ground. Uneven placement can lead to inconsistent coverage. To us, seemed like a solid pick for people who want more control over where water goes without a lot of setup or extra parts. It doesn't cover a lot of ground, but what it does well, especially in smaller, less uniform spaces. It costs $39. The world has changed. A generation ago, gardening meant sore backs and blistered hands. Today, with tools like this, gardeners stand tall and enjoy the work, while us, the office bosses, come home hunched over like old mules. Looking at this hand tool, a hand transplanter more precisely, used for planting seedlings or soil blocks into prepared soil, taking on rows of planting with ease. It starts with solid steel and smart engineering, a square tube frame, and a unique slotted shaft that cuts weight by nearly 40% without giving up strength. It handles seedling plugs or soil blocks up to 2 inches wide, feeding them through a tube that opens with a foot pedal and closes with a hand trigger. A wing nut lets the user fine-tune planting depth, whether the crop needs shallow placement or a deeper start. With a jab point for entry, a foot peg for firmer ground, and a smooth pedal action chute. Each motion is tight, clean, and consistent. So here's no need for crouching or stooping, as you can do everything from a standing position. One hand loads the plug, the other closes the chute, while the foot controls the soil opening. Once the rhythm sets in, planting becomes fast and steady, ideal for growers moving through hundreds of starts. It's designed to work seamlessly with standard 1020 trays and similar flat formats, so it fits right into the daily flow without extra fuss. You can get this tool for $124. Now let's talk about a pneumatic device used for injecting liquid or gel-based soil amendments directly into the ground without excavation. Its precise injection of liquid or gel suspensions into soil is carried out using controlled air pressure between 29 and 102 pounds per square inch, with a maximum threshold of 145 pounds per square inch. A 5.3-gallon buffer tank holds compressed air to drive the aeration injection process. The dosing process is time-regulated, providing a steady quantity per injection. The unit consumes a minimum of 88 cubic feet per minute of air, weighs around 115 pounds, and operates within a 32.8-foot range. Its physical dimensions are approximately 15.7 inches by 20.5 inches by 32.0 inches. Controlled entirely by pneumatic inputs, it operates without electricity. One person can manage the full cycle, soil loosening with compressed air, followed by the injection of liquid solutions such as fertilizers, biochar slurries, or soil additives. The device offers accurate, localized delivery, particularly useful in environments where access is limited or where disturbance must be kept minimal. Applications include arboriculture, lawn restoration, soil rehabilitation, and civil or infrastructure groundwork. It supports fluid-based amendments without digging, making it practical in root-sensitive zones or locations requiring minimal surface disruption. Its 10.8-foot suction hose connects easily to large on-site fluid sources like IBCs, reducing transfer steps during operation. Moving to a modular steel edging system used to define and separate garden beds, paths, and landscape features, made from weathering steel with integrated teeth for trench-free installation. Each strip is approximately 0.1 inches thick, providing high structural strength and resistance to impact. The top edge is rolled to eliminate sharpness and reduce the risk of injury during installation or maintenance. Heights available are 6, 8, and 14 inches. Strip lengths come in 2 and 4 foot sections. Additional filler pieces ranging from 4 to 24 inches allow for precise adjustments in layout. Optional accessories include tree ring kits, bridge connectors, and end caps for finishing edges and corners. The bottom edge of each strip includes laser-cut teeth designed to penetrate soil without trenching. Teeth are set downward into the ground using a hammer and a wood block, following basic site preparation, such as marking the path and loosening the soil. The system can be installed up to 6 inches deep when additional root control or anchoring is required. Strips connect via metal clips that snap into pre-cut notches along the edges. These clips maintain alignment and structural continuity across straight or curved runs. The steel is manufactured and processed in Barry, Alabama, at a reactivated steel plant. Over time, exposure to the elements causes the COR10 material to develop a stable oxide layer. This patina forms a protective barrier that prevents deeper corrosion, eliminating the need for coatings or paint. Once installed, the edging requires no ongoing maintenance. It does not peel, crack, or degrade under typical outdoor conditions. It is designed to contain soil, prevent root spread, and maintain clean boundaries in applications such as garden beds, pathways, patios, or tree surrounds. As for the price, a 48-inch section costs $50. Moving to a recycled plastic irrigation ring designed to deliver water directly to the base of trees and shrubs. It is made from UV-resistant thermoplastic resin, and it consists of two interlocking pieces that snap together around a trunk or stem. Its textured, soil-colored surface is intended to blend with surrounding landscaping, while internal teeth help anchor it securely in place. Available in 20-inch and 25-inch diameters, it incorporates built-in NDS pressure-compensating drip emitters with flow rates of 10, 12, or 15 gallons per hour. It includes pre-attached half-inch tubing and is rated for pressures up to 50 psi. The 25-inch model holds approximately 5 gallons of water and measures 25 inches in outer diameter, 22 inches in inner diameter, and 6 inches in height. The mechanism delivers water slowly and precisely at the root zone, promoting more efficient absorption and deeper root growth. This targeted approach minimizes water waste from runoff or evaporation and helps maintain plant health even on slopes or erosion-prone areas. It also discourages weed growth and prevents grass intrusion into the root area, while offering protection against mechanical damage from mowers and trimmers. Installation is tool-free and compatible with standard half-inch drip irrigation systems. Both the snap-together and full-loop versions come pre-assembled for easy integration into existing setups. Developed by H2O-Wise, a Ventura County, California-based brand under Praxis Manufacturing, the product was created during the COVID-19 pandemic and tested in live garden environments. It is manufactured from recycled materials, packaged with minimal waste, and supports reforestation initiatives through a partnership with the National Forest Foundation. It costs $43. Looking to a solar-powered irrigation system, providing automated, grid-independent watering for lawns up to approximately 3,440 square feet. It features a spray radius between 6.5 and 32.8 feet, with adjustable spray angles ranging from 25 degrees to a full 360 degrees. Water delivery ranges from about 53 to 158 gallons per hour, using flat jet nozzles that maintain an even spray pattern even in windy conditions. It is powered by a built-in lithium-ion battery, charged via a solar panel, and supported by a USB-C backup charging option. A Bluetooth-enabled mobile app allows for detailed control. Users can define up to 360 mapping points to match the precise contours of their lawn, schedule watering times, monitor water usage, and make fine adjustments to the flow valve. Its core unit integrates three components: a contour sprinkler head, a flow balance valve, and a control unit. It operates independently of external power sources, designed to remain functional even during prolonged overcast conditions. There are two installation options. The above-ground configuration connects directly to a standard garden hose and mounts on a base plate for quick setup and portability. The underground version integrates into the Gardena pipeline system using a 3/4-inch threaded connection and includes a recessed box for clean installation. A full setup also comes with a 65-foot pipe, a 6.5-foot flexible hose, a drain valve, and a winter cover for seasonal protection. The system adapts well to irregular or sloped lawn shapes due to its precise mapping capabilities. It is designed for year-round use, with weather-resistant materials and integrated filters to reduce clogging. The buried version remains out of sight and is compatible with robotic lawnmowers. The price tag says $638. Growing up, I developed a serious grudge against figs. My father made us eat every bruised one we picked. My brother once farted so loud walking her girlfriend home, she never responded to his calls again. Anyways, let's just say fig season was not kind to our digestive systems. So there it is. This fruit picker from WOLF-Garten is a manually operated harvesting tool designed for picking fruit without damaging the produce or the tree. It features a compact build, measuring approximately 3.1 by 4.7 by 5.9 inches and weighing around 2.9 pounds. This gives it enough heft to remain stable during use, while still being light enough to handle comfortably. The basket has a 5.1-inch diameter, which is suitable for collecting apples, pears, and similar medium-sized fruits. A stainless steel blade integrated into the rim allows for clean stem cutting when positioned beneath the fruit. Once cut, the fruit drops directly into a soft cotton bag attached to the head, which cushions it to help prevent bruising. The cloth bag is washable and replaceable. Seems like sometimes you can save your dignity for $41, 'cause that's all it costs. Next is a mobile backyard chicken coop designed for small-scale poultry keeping. The base measures approximately 5 by 6 feet, and the structure is about 6.2 feet tall. It weighs around 165 pounds. The frame is made of aluminum, and the enclosure is constructed with galvanized steel mesh. A vinyl roof and side cover provides shade and protection from rain. Large wheels are attached to the rear, allowing one person to move the coop by lifting the front and rolling it. It can house up to 10 laying hens, 4 to 20 broilers, 6 to 10 ducks, or 4 to 8 turkeys. Included components are a 22-pound twin compartment feeder, an 11.5-quart twin waterer, 2 roost bars, a rollaway nesting box, and a lockable access door. All necessary parts and tools for assembly are provided. 2 people can complete the setup in about 45 minutes. When moved regularly, the coop gives birds access to fresh ground. This helps distribute manure naturally, supports foraging behavior, and may reduce odor, pests, and buildup of parasites. The mesh and frame provide basic protection against predators. An optional electric fence kit can be added for additional security. The price, $2,900. PS, for 90s kids only. No confirmed reports of chickens assembling aircraft. Looking next, another mosquito misting system, reducing insect presence in outdoor areas up to about 16,000 square feet, often used in large yards or commercial spaces where consistent coverage is needed. And this is how it works. The main unit connects to a standard 220-volt power outlet and draws 280 watts. It includes an 8.5-quart tank and weighs about 26.5 pounds. The system operates by distributing insecticide through nozzles installed along about 650 feet of tubing, and the system can support up to 40 nozzles. A flow sensor pauses operation if the water supply drops too low, which helps prevent mechanical issues. The system also remembers previous settings in the event of a power outage, continuing programmed schedules automatically when power returns. Additional nozzle kits can be added to extend coverage if needed. Installation is done by placing the main unit in a protected location and connecting it to water and power. The tubing is routed along the perimeter of the area to distribute the mist evenly, and quick connect fittings are included to simplify assembly. A pressure relief and recirculation function collects unused solution and sends it back to the tank. This helps reduce waste and limits unnecessary refill cycles. Control is available through a remote or a web-based app compatible with smartphones and tablets. Users can set spray times, choose between pulsed or continuous misting, adjust run duration, and activate silent mode. The biactive system can run 2 different insect control liquids at once. This feature allows users to combine products, for example, using a milder formula during the day and a stronger one when insect activity increases. It costs $2,830, but, you know, buzz. Moving on, this is a mechanical irrigation distributor with 1 inlet and 6 outlets, designed for automatic water distribution across multiple garden zones. It operates without electricity or batteries, using only water pressure. All ports use 3/4-inch G-thread fittings. The system functions within a pressure range of 15 to 87 pounds per square inch and requires at least 5.3 gallons per hour per open outlet to operate correctly. It supports 2 to 6 irrigation zones. When connected to a compatible Gardena water control device, such as the Master RT, it sequentially activates each outlet with a 5-minute pause between zones to stabilize pressure. Unused outlets can be closed with included end caps, but outlets 1 and 2 must remain active if fewer than 6 zones are used. The unit includes 4 standard Gardena tap connectors and 1 Profi system connector, along with 3 end caps. A mounting plate is provided for attaching the unit to a wall or ground surface, provided it is no more than 5 feet below the highest irrigation point. Dimensions are approximately 6.9 by 9.6 by 6.05 inches, and the unit weighs about 3.75 pounds. A viewing window allows confirmation of the active zone, and a manual selector dial enables manual switching if needed. The maintenance includes periodic cleaning of the inlet filter, rinsing the viewing window, and performing a full flush once a year by opening all outlets. This unit is intended for home garden systems and is not compatible with industrial or pressurized tank setups. It costs $104. Next chapter, a drone that carries up to 88 pounds of liquid or 110 pounds of dry material, lifting off at a max weight of 203 pounds in spray mode and 227 pounds when spreading. The drone itself weighs just less than 88 pounds without the battery and 115 pounds with it. Its frame stretches 9.2 feet across when fully unfolded, but folds down neatly to just over 3.3 feet for easier transport and storage. It's equipped with highly accurate positioning tech. With RTK enabled, it stays within 4 inches of its path, both horizontally and vertically. Even without RTK, onboard radar keeps it on track with surprising precision. It connects to all major satellite systems and can keep going even if signal drops. It covers a radius of up to 1.2 miles and handles wind up to 13.4 miles per hour. Power comes from 8 massive 4,000-watt motors, each spinning a 54-inch carbon fiber propeller. The coaxial setup delivers serious lift and keeps the drone stable even when fully loaded. Its spraying system uses a 10.6-gallon tank, pumping out liquid at 4.2 gallons per minute or 6.3 gallons with a 4-nozzle setup. Droplet sizes range from 1/500th to 1/50th of an inch, from ultrafine mist to larger spray droplets, depending on the setup. And it can spray up to 36 feet wide at a height of 10 feet. For spreading tasks, it uses a 19.8-gallon hopper that holds up to 110 pounds of material and distributes it at rates up to 238 pounds per minute. A spinning disc ensures an even spread, and a live weight sensor helps keep application rates consistent. Cleanup is quick thanks to a design that comes apart fast. With radar, vision sensors, and smart flight planning, it adapts to slopes and obstacles while covering large areas fast. Further, its software simplifies mapping, crop tracking, and mission control. The price? Well, $15,000, but you know, it's basically a flying farm, man. Next, a foldable garden bench for use in tasks that require kneeling or sitting close to the ground. It consists of a steel frame and a molded plastic top surface. In kneeling mode, the user can lower themselves onto the padded section to reduce direct pressure on knees. When flipped, the bench functions as a seat. The frame includes a locking hinge that stabilizes the structure during use. In the seated position, the bench can hold up to 4 people with a total weight capacity of approximately 660 pounds. When folded, the bench measures about 36 by 11 by 3 inches. When open, it measures roughly 72 by 11 by 17 inches. No official weight is listed, but it includes a carry handle and a slim profile, which helps with lifting and storage. You can buy it for $48. Next, a manual push spreader created to apply compost, peat moss, topsoil, manure, mulch, or sand to lawns and garden areas. It features a 24-inch wide metal drum with a mesh screen to break up material during rotation. The drum holds about 3 cubic feet material, which allows for a broad coverage area before refilling is needed. The mesh openings measure approximately 0.47 by 0.79 inches, helping to filter out large chunks and distribute contents more evenly. The main frame includes a steel handle pole that measures 1 inch in diameter. The spreader weighs just less than 20 pounds and measures about 26.4 inches long, 16.1 inches wide, and 47.2 inches tall. The handle height is adjustable between 24.4 and 26.4 inches to fit different users. Some models offer a T-shaped handle and additional height settings. 2 locking latches on the sides keep the drum closed during use and release when loading or cleaning. It performs best with dry, screened material, and heavier or damp contents may clog the mesh or affect rotation. It is not designed for spreading gravel or materials containing large debris. The product holds a price of $116. WILLOW X comes equipped with 2 robotic arms that can each lift up to 6.6 pounds, along with a 4-wheel drive base that handles grass and rough terrain without getting stuck. Its 600 watt-hour lithium-ion battery keeps it going for 5 to 8 hours before it needs a break, and it recharges in about 3 hours. The robot sees the world through 4 cameras, 2 for recognizing objects and 2 for understanding depth and space, so it can learn by watching. An NVIDIA Orin-class processor handles the thinking, learning, and real-time responses. It connects via Wi-Fi and optionally 4G, with built-in GNSS as backup when visibility is poor. If it starts raining, it knows to head back to its dock on its own. It'll come in finishes like C3PO Gold, Solo Silver, and Leia White. Price for the first limited batch is around 8,900 euros, approximately $10,000, with deliveries expected between this August and September 2025. It doesn't need programming. Instead, you show it what to do. Mow a patch of lawn, pick up leaves, harvest some veggies, or even grab a cold drink, and it learns by watching. And the next product is basically an Alcatraz for these annoying members of our society, the mosquitoes. Covering up to an acre, this insect trap plugs into a standard 120-volt outlet and uses just 5.2 watts of power, so it runs 24/7 for only a few dollars a month. It's fitted with a long-lasting UV LED bulb that keeps going for up to 20,000 hours, or over 2 years if left on continuously. The outer shell holds up well in different weather conditions, and with a height of about 15 inches and a width of 12, it's easy to fit into most outdoor setups. It comes in several finishes, including granite style and green. What sets it apart is how it works. First, the LED light draws insects in, day or night. Inside, a special titanium dioxide coating reacts to the light and gives off a bit of CO2. Enough to mimic human breath and attract mosquitoes more effectively. Once insects get close, a quiet fan pulls them down into a holding basket. A flap shuts behind them, trapping them inside until they dry out, usually within a day. There's no zapping sound, no smell, and no chemicals involved. The trap handles mosquitoes, flies, moths, gnats, beetles, yellow jackets, stink bugs, and more. It leaves pollinators like bees and butterflies alone. Testing in late 2023 showed it could catch up to 80% of mosquitoes. For best results, it should be placed a few feet off the ground and kept about 20 to 40 feet from where people spend time. Running it non-stop during bug season helps cut down populations. Maintenance is simple. Empty the catch basket when it starts to fill, give it a light cleaning now and then, and swap the bulb. It costs $127. Digging through a pile of tangled tools or tripping over a rogue rake isn't anyone's idea of a good time, right? So there it is, a tool organizer. It's actually a system designed to keep long-handled garden tools sorted, accessible, and off the floor. Its frame is made from powder-coated alloy steel, durable enough to handle regular use, but still light enough to move around without much effort. To us is about 2.2 pounds, though some retailers claim it's closer to 5. Either way, it's not unwieldy. It measures about 23 by 9.5 by 3.5 inches and holds up to 5 tools at once. Each slot uses 2 spring-loaded clasps, one near the top, another near the middle, to hold tools securely in place. It's a simple design, but it works well. No slipping, no wobbling, and no need for straps or bungee cords. Extra clips are included for thicker tool handles, so most standard shovels, rakes, and hoes should fit just fine. You can mount it on a wall, garage, shed, or even the side of your house, or carry it using the detachable straps. Loading and unloading tools is quick and straightforward, and the open design keeps everything visible, which cuts down on wasted time. It works especially well with Root Assassin's own line of tools, like the 48-inch serrated shovel, the one-shot shovel, available in 43 or 60 inches, and the 58-inch Rake Assassin. Their handles fit the rack's clips without any issue. For more, what's fancy about it is the no fancy features or moving parts included, just a solid functional way to keep your tools organized and off the ground. It costs $34. This product is used to build raised garden beds using standard 2-inch dimensional lumber. Each set includes 4 powder-coated steel corner brackets, designed for tool-free assembly. Boards slide into the bracket slots without the need for screws, nails, or bolts. When placed on a flat surface, the system forms a stable frame that supports stacked boards up to approximately 12 to 14 inches high. Each bracket weighs slightly over half a pound, with the full set totaling around 2.3 pounds. Dimensions vary slightly depending on the source, but brackets typically measure 9.5 to 10 inches in height and 8.5 to 9.5 inches in width. The design fits lumber that is between 1.5 and 1.75 inches thick. It features a dragonfly cutout and a brown powder-coated finish that blends into outdoor environments. The brackets are part of a broader line with other decorative cutout options available. The system can be configured to create garden beds up to 10 feet per side, depending on the length of lumber used. Common configurations include 3, 2 by 4, or a single 2 by 12 board per side. It works in various outdoor settings, including backyards, patios, and terraces, and is suitable for planting vegetables, herbs, and flowers. It costs $67. Another yard tool that functions as a shovel, pitchfork, and rake. It measures between 3 and 6.5 feet long and weighs about 3.5 to 5.5 pounds. That puts it in a good range, heavy enough to be effective, but not tiring to use. The head spans 12 to 16 inches across, which gives it enough reach to move material efficiently without being unwieldy. The handle telescopes, most likely using aluminum or steel, and the head is made from either powder-coated or stainless steel. The pivot points are held in place with steel pins or bolts. Rubber or thermoplastic grips on the handle make it easier to hold, especially when your hands are wet or you're working for an extended time. What stands out most is how easily the tool switches modes. In rake mode, it pulls leaves and debris together with tines that are wide enough to be effective, but not so spaced out that you leave material behind. In pitchfork mode, it works well for turning compost or loosening soil. Flip it again, and it functions as a shovel that handles mulch, loose dirt, or similar materials. The handle is angled in a way that reduces strain on your back, especially during longer jobs. Quick release levers and locks make switching between functions fast and simple, without needing any extra equipment. While technical specs like material thickness or weight capacity haven't been released yet, the overall feel is solid and intentional. If it holds up through repeated use, this could easily replace a few familiar tools in the shed and free up some space while it's at it. It costs $80. And this one is a solar-powered smart bird feeder with a side view camera and AI recognition. At its core, it's designed to let you observe birds more naturally, showing them in profile rather than from above or head-on. The built-in 2K 5-megapixel side view lens captures full-body shots, revealing posture, feather detail, and behavior in a way that feels closer to watching them in the wild. The outer shell is shaped like a bird, which isn't just aesthetic. It helps the feeder blend into its surroundings without alarming visiting birds. Feeding stations are modular, with separate removable sections for seeds, fruit, sweet balls, and water. Everything is housed in an aluminum frame, and the feeding plates can be swapped out based on season or preference. Power comes from a solar pad that only needs to be fully recharged around 4 times a year. What sets this feeder apart is its intelligent recognition system. It starts with PIR motion sensors to detect nearby movement. Then it uses a custom-trained computer vision model to identify the species. Finally, GPT-4o adds contextual reasoning, factoring in things like season, location, and behavior to improve accuracy. It can recognize over 15,000 species and is smart enough to ignore false positives like leaves blowing or squirrels climbing. All of this connects to an app that handles notifications, live viewing, and automatic photo and video saving. It also keeps track of visit history and feeding trends. Thanks to built-in eBird data and GPT-4, the app can provide useful background on each sighting. Users can share access with friends through guest codes and even link up multiple feeders. It costs $159. Next, this is a 4-seat outdoor glider featuring 2 double-facing benches mounted on a synchronized gliding frame with a fixed tempered glass table at the center. Each seat moves in tandem for a smooth, balanced motion, making it suitable for relaxed use without any abrupt shifts or instability. The frame is constructed from powder-coated aluminum with steel tracks and bearings that support the gliding mechanism. The materials are corrosion-resistant and suited for long-term outdoor exposure. The seating surfaces are topped with cushions covered in weather-resistant fabric, and the table measures approximately 18 to 24 inches wide, enough for light meals, drinks, or other small items. The assembled unit weighs over 300 pounds, providing stability even in windy conditions. A canopy can be added, attaching to the aluminum supports and rising roughly 6 to 7 feet above the seating area. This add-on offers shade and light rain protection, depending on the fabric used. The gliding mechanism uses sealed bearings and steel tracks, which require minimal maintenance, typically a seasonal cleaning and lubrication. The motion remains quiet even after extended use. Color options include neutral tones such as taupe, black, and bronze, typically paired with coordinating cushions. This model is sold exclusively through Raber patio enclosures and furniture and is part of the Veranda Jardine collection. It is compatible with pergola or enclosure setups for extended seasonal use. The frame is capable of supporting lightweight overhead structures, making it adaptable to different backyard or patio configurations. Small but surprisingly capable, this raised clear-sided pond makes it easy to keep fish, tadpoles, or aquatic plants in tight outdoor spaces. It measures 27.5 inches across and 10.6 inches high, holding up to 27.7 gallons of water. Made from fish-safe polymer, it's designed to handle outdoor conditions while keeping its contents safe and visible. The dual-flow drain valve lets water out slowly, which helps protect fish during cleanings or water changes. It also comes with an aeration pump that keeps oxygen levels steady. The transparent walls give a full view into the pond, so it's easy to find the memo. I mean to watch what's going on inside without disturbing anything. Its short height and round shape mean it sits nicely on solid ground like patios, decks, or gravel without any digging. It's especially handy for those who want the feel of a pond without the space or hassle of installing a full one. It costs $40. Scuffle hoe is made for removing weeds by slicing just beneath the soil surface. The blade is made of stainless steel and sharpened on both the inner and outer edges, allowing it to cut in both push and pull motions. The V-shaped tip enables the tool to slide under the topsoil and sever roots at or just below ground level. Its length is approximately 12 inches, with a blade width of just less than 5 inches. But a smaller model was also released during the product's crowdfunding stage for tasks that require more precise movement. The handle includes a rubber grip with molded finger grooves, which helps maintain control and reduce wrist fatigue during extended use, including while seated. The tool is intended for weeding and is effective against grasses and other shallow-rooted plants. Though designed for breaking through compacted soil, lifting rocks, or removing large root systems, it performs well in packed earth and around embedded roots. This tool operates by gliding below the surface, removing weeds at the root level without disturbing surrounding soil. It is frequently used for clearing invasive species such as Bermuda grass, where precision and surface-level cutting are necessary. They sell it for $25 a piece.